Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? It's your boy Zini here, and today here with me while I'm waiting and trying to find some second generation Wi-Fi matches, I decided to do a 9th generation after I saw how tiers have changed and how nasty they are. And this time around, we're not using any gimmicks, we're just coming in with what I personally consider to be the most broken Pokemon, so I just put them all in. It's an Infinite and NU, come on, it's a no-brainer right there. But with a no-brainer, I go for the Focus Blast, risking a chance to miss. And I do not, but he actually surprisingly stays in. Maybe he was expecting me to put up the rocks as a lead Infinite perhaps, but I do have Bronzong, but there's a chance I could be a dual screen Bronzong. Still, his starter Pokemon is out by my starter Pokemon. So the fire has spoken who is the superior of those two. At least not in this format, but not doubles. The doubles Infinite is just gonna be blown away. Anyways, speaking of that, we'll switch on Bronzong, of course. Many moves happen in between, but Stealth Rocks are a given. Noticing his team a little bit, I am definitely trying to put him up. There's no weaknesses really, but it is what it is. So Infernape directly onto Bronzong. Bronzong is not going to Earthquake another Bronzong, so I was pretty safe about that. And go for the Nasty Plot on his switch to Vaporeon, as I go for the Focus Miss. And it was exactly as it was told, but he goes for the flip turn, he doesn't go for the surf, and that is pretty great because I was able to survive. Though a Flygon coming in isn't gonna be looking too pretty because a lot of Flygons tend to be Scarf, so I switch out to my Bronzong, expecting him to Earthquake, because I do have Levitate on this guy, and he goes for the Scale Shot. Scale Shot would do a lot of damage, and this was an excellent move from Flygon because it also boosts up his speed. It does decrease his defense, but it boosts up his speed, and what's really dangerous here is that this could maybe potentially not even be Scarf. So I need to be cautious here. I would imagine based on the damage, he definitely isn't. But anyways, we're gonna try to go for that body press, taking advantage of our max defense Bronzong right here. And then we got, what is that horse called? I got Assault Vest on it, so he's like taking special moves while Bronzong is taking physical moves. Not the best core, but it is what it is. This is my free, this are gonna be free matches you're gonna see today. And these are my free first matches I had in forever. Basically today in basically forever. Anyways, I make a very risky play going directly into Chinchino because I thought to myself, a ghost move is coming in probably, hopefully he will not overpredict, and then I'm gonna predict him that he will switch out to Bronzong. Here is a feint. Technician Chinchino would tidy up. It is absolutely broken. I got dice roll on this as well, which means it's gonna hit 4 to 5 times pretty much, and if I get 5 times, it's gonna be gone. And this is exactly why I was doing some extra damage with my Bronzong against his Bronzong, to take him down to that range where I am kind of confident that Chinchino's just gonna absolutely ruin everybody's day. So Triple Axle is again an absolutely amazing move for this little mouse to be called absolute destroyer of lives. Like seriously, just go for the tail slap. No question about it. My opponent, by the way, a very good sport. You can see it's literally a free shot, so I had even one more opening. Vaporeon coming in here with a 3 and with a 4. Come on, give me a 5, give me a 5. We didn't get at 5, but let's be honest, the Bronzong is what really matters. Super bulky Vaporeon, I'm really impressed, but my opponent was really a good sport. He was talking about Chinchino just being OP, and I was impressed by Vaporeon, to be honest. And maybe, just generally speaking, I really like to see this, because normally if you get a like 6-0, and this was my first match, you kind of have like people tend to like become a little bit naggy, a little bit annoyed by it, which makes sense sometimes, but this one wasn't really, how do you call it, hexy match, was it? I mean, I got a Focus Miss, but that was pretty much what I was risking on. Plus Vaporeon would have survived, let's be honest. Focus Blast with an Life Orb would probably do like, after Nasty Plot would do like, 80%. Anyways, second match, here we go, right? So, I'm not even gonna pronounce that Pokemon's name. So that Pokemon, that Fane, that little hedgehog looking Fane, is gonna go for the Discharge. Does get a paralyzation, absolute insane damage on my Bronzong, by the way. I'm thinking maybe this is, no, he's not Specs. Clearly he's got multiple options to go with spikes. And here is the funny part, listen to this, right? I actually forgot, I knew, but I forgot that Tidy Up actually can clean this hazards away. Right, and I completely forgot that move is so good on Chinchino. I love it. So the reason, you will see why I'm speaking about me forgetting that. Anyways, I go for the body pass. Gastrodon clearly, you know, in here is going to be taking damage on the switch, of course. Then I go for the body press again because I want him to recover. I don't want him to do any shenanigans. I don't want him to do any offensive because my team is quite offensive indeed, and stealth rocks and stuff. You kind of don't want to play that game, right? So here we go, right? Chinchino coming in with all the hazards. I didn't want to take any unnecessary damage again. Tidy up, getting rid of everything, and I was like, oh yeah, of course, this actually gets rid of it. So I was baffled by my own move there. Luckily enough, I did tidy up, thinking he will switch out, expect me to Bullet Seed, because Bullet Seed will take him out. No matter the spread, I'm pretty sure. And I decide to go for the Terra Normal. My god, Terra Normal on this Mon, absolute decimation. So Drifloon coming in again. My speed is gone, my attack is gone, but with Terra Normal, it kind of like makes up for it, so it's fine. Triple Axle, look at this damage. Now, I always had a problem with Drifloon, because for some reason, it's not, you know, the most defensive Pokemon, but it's got so much HP that it really makes up for it. And luckily, we didn't have any of those, you know, Drifloon sets that are very offensive. We didn't have to face that. Anyways, I had to switch out against Incineroar, thinking maybe he is even Scarf. Generally speaking, I don't want to play with that. I do have Aqua Jet on this. And he switches out to Gastrodon, gets that Storm Drain, a bad move on my behalf, to be honest, but at least I did get that hazard away, so my Pokemon are gonna have easier time coming in. I decided to go for the Sticky Web. I think to myself, well, I can attack it with Energy Ball and potentially maybe take it out, but I would rather take on the the Sticky Web, so it's gonna further support me, because I know Chinchino is pretty much gonna take this Pokemon out regardless. The only difference is that my once Focus Sash Galvantula is gone, so I don't think that's looking at this team, it's really gonna do me any good. If anything, it would actually hold me back in case this Pokemon actually starts setting up on me, if it can. I'm not sure. Can you get Dragon Dance? I'm not sure, but yeah, that was the second match. And with this being said, let's go into our third one. So I'm gonna lead with Chinchino again. Such a beast. If this is sashed, I'm gonna one-shot you. I know this is very offensive right now, but I'm thinking I need to go for the Terra just in case, to make sure I can take it out. And I probably shouldn't even need to do that, to be honest. I need to make Calx. I'm gonna actually do Calx and see how much it would actually done. I missed. That was a pretty bad miss, to be honest, because the sash would have been broken and Infernape would have potentially have been taken out. So that Terra also was probably unnecessary. Still, Galvantula, Sticky Webs against Sticky Webs. We got some speed tie going on, I would imagine. Pretty sure he does outspeed me first turn, and now I actually outspeed him. Thunder is a solid free shot, so of course we're kind of playing this exchange. May as well. If I put up the rocks, this Galvantula may potentially also be gone if any of these Pokemon can learn Rapid Spin. I think that the Water Starter, right, Inteleon I think it's called, can learn it. I'm not sure, but most of them, I'm not sure if people actually use that. Anyways, go for the Stealth Rocks. Trying to, again, make this Galvantula's days pretty much numbered. I still managed to survive. He isn't going for the Thunder, surprisingly enough. I'm not sure why not, but hey, maybe he wants to set up with his next Pokemon against a Bronzor. Maybe this is what's happening right now. Anyways, I know he's not gonna go for Earthquake, but I want to do some damage to this Pokemon in order for my next Pokemon to potentially take it out. Swampert is very defensive. Now, speed on Swampert is not the most threatening, but I'm gonna take this opportunity to sack Galvantula and pretty much bring in the next Pokemon that's gonna scare the Pokemon out in form of Infernape, because this is a completely special Infernape. I was kind of debating whether I should overpredict, but noticing, let's just go for the Grass Knot. Luckily, it paid out. Grass Knot just for the Swampert. Just Swampert knowing it's an NU, it's absolute behemoth. You're most likely going to be facing it quite often. I'm not high on leather, but I would imagine it's going to become even more and more and more noticeable. This Pokemon is something I normally do not face, so it's a gimmick poke in a way for me, especially because I don't face it. I think this is like the second time I'm actually facing it. But I used it only one time, and that was like 7 years ago or some crazy stuff. In the 7th generation? No, it was in the 8th generation. And I do have Aqua Jet, so it doesn't matter. If he doesn't have priority, I will take it out. And after all the setup, I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay in. Now, again, Bronzong, another Death Bar I need to go for. He does go for the knockoff. That is an excellent move on his behalf here, because my Assault Vest late game Pokemon that's very slow, this one has the stats of absolutely insane mon, but he is clearly using the physical. So knockoff looks like a solid 2-shot, and I'm over predicting here, thinking he will switch out, which is definitely not a good move from Mabihab because I'm just lowering my stats all around, thinking maybe he's not choice, maybe he's just bluffing, you know, and yeah, he's still knocking off. So I was thinking maybe he's gonna close combat, but then again, why would he at this range? He knows knockoff is gonna take me out regardless. So huge mistake, Mabihab, and this is gonna Heracross is gonna be there to late game, so it's gonna result in a 2-0. And yeah, that was a free one all around. I had a lot of fun against my opponents. If you're by any chance watching this, please let me know. Leave a comment down there, and hope you guys have enjoyed it with me. And I hope to bring you guys more matches soon. But anyways, that's gonna be it for now. So have a great rest of your day, night, whichever time zone you are in, and keep it healthy because that's the most important thing. Peace out.